Okay, we are gonna buy it to be on. Oh. Whoa, why am I small? Whoa, why am I big? What's up, fan? What's up? I think you fell asleep last night, huh? You missed it. You actually missed it. Ah, man. Like I mentioned, the VOD is on YouTube, so if you missed like the last portion or so, you can just kind of skim through and just watch from there. You woke up, it was offline? Oof. Yeah, no. So, we learned a lot. We learned a lot. We learned that, it was fucking Larry who stole Edward's money when they were in grade school. So I was essentially framed by Larry. Thanks. And yeah, and essentially, you know, we had a farewell to Maya. Maya is gonna be gone until the next game. And today we're gonna be going into, the surprise 5th case. So the 5th case is special because this changed a lot of things. This changed a lot of perspectives in terms of mechanics at a later point because they introduced something that only the 3DS was capable of and onward. You know, Larry wasn't even at school. So it was told by Edgeworth that Larry got bored, so he came back to school. He came back to school and then he took the money. And then the whole class trial began. So even though he wasn't supposed to be at school, he came back to school. It was Edgeworth knew it was Larry. We didn't. Edward was like, you should have figured this out by now. I mean, we have a sane Phoenix. You know? And it's like, oh my god, you know? So, but anyways, enough talk. Hope you're having a good time, good day, good sleep. I know we started a little late. Things happened, so I didn't take care of some stuff. Why is everyone streaming on a Tuesday? Well, I stream when no one else streams that I know of. that's just my compilation, you know. I don't want to compete for viewers, and even then, it's hard. It is tricky. So, I did order food. I'm gonna get something nice, so that's on the way. Because I didn't eat. Not that I might bail out. Well, we're gonna be seeing this again. Two murders at the same time in a different place. Oh, the blue badger. And her. Was this Pearl? Pearl is later. Pearl's next game. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I suck. I've had offers, but none I took. What? We suck, for sure. Come on. That is until the day that girl showed up. Oh, you recognize one of the girls at least. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial says it's tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous detective, defense attorney, Mia Fey. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was a girl. But okay, cool. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? Nah. Mia's just a short name for something. I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Hey! Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? Well, I'm not the Phoenix Wright. The Phoenix Wright from the Edward murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edward who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you were Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Technicality, but okay. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name is Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just, you seem kind of, jumpy. Or just, maybe, just young? Ah, here we go. Yes, Kidesh. Yes, it is this case. This foreboding case. Oh, the people I have to deal with. Sorry, the witnesses I have to deal with. Young. I'll be 16 years old this year. He's only 15. I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensic in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known at my age, no less. So, so what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job. At my age, no less. Wait, another future professional in training. Oh yeah, Kadash, how you doing? Hi. So yeah, Kadash, are you free? I don't know if we talked more about this, but are you free this upcoming weekend, this Saturday/Sunday? I don't know if Orlin talked about it. When he gets here, we'll talk about it. Or tomorrow when he goes live or something. So what's this about a case? You said that tomorrow's trial? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but it's interesting. How would she know Mia? Check back with you on Friday? Alright. So there's a possibility. Okay, so there's a plan with K-Dash and Orlin again, but it is not definite yet. So we're gonna. Okay. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. You can't follow for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the district to talk to her sister. It's a matter of do I want to go out to OC and try to win? Just go and talk to up to you. I mean, if you do it on Saturday, then we can do it on Sunday. I feel Sunday would be slightly better because of Orlin having more time, I guess. We would have more time in a sense because he usually streams. He's usually available in the morning to night. So that's like a long stream session. So we could do stuff, you know? I mean, we'll talk more in the group chat. Like, just give us some planning. So, yeah. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. Well, they went to the same school, huh? He always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, anyone. Incidentally, Mia's a woman? Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow, way to... Have you seen my badge? See this? It's my attorney's badge. You see it? You see it? See it? Oh shit. Food's done. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, she didn't message me at all. Oh, she messaged me. They messaged me by saying they left the food by the gate. Okay. Well, I've never seen one. But yeah, so for those who don't know, K-Dash, he is a tourney guy. So he essentially plays all. I bought another Pokeball. I bought it cheap. There was a deal for fish, so you pay Hololive OC. Oh, okay. I was wondering like what the they could actually. Technically horseradish, right? Probably real wasabi is not supposed to be like in your nose. type of deal. Yep, I somehow added Bobby to this. Same time, I don't particularly mind it, but I don't usually order it. I've never seen a real one before. You're the first who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. This composition is mostly silver. The gold plane is flaking a bit. She analyzed it scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I give you 50 bucks for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. Yeah, I need the money. Alright. Let's see who are defense. Who were defending, eh? Who was she like? I wonder what's wrong with Emma. Got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. God, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Oh, did you not want a raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. Lana! Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. It's nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. Uh-oh. I hope... Oh, wait. I hope, good things. Because, you know, I'm a good lawyer. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Wait, this means she is Edward's boss, technically. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start. I'm gonna do this. Which is... The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st, at 5:15 p.m. That's specific. There's no witnesses to this position. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Mine, that was a bit of a bad luck, wasn't it? They talk too fast. All of a sudden. Or I just can't read fast. That's also on my case. I'll just take it slowly. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. Who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suspect the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? It means the police department will consider it a murder of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. You remember Mr. Lightning Dude? Oh! Ha ha ha! He's gonna be a doozy. I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, didn't she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from the office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! He was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different. She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. Ha ha ha. They have to... Sorry, Japan. Sorry, users. They are intellectually attracted. She was intellectually attracted, okay? I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good. In school too, by the way. That was a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did it? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here has ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my service as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Hey, congrats on the Farfetch. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here. I'm going to find out what. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like this, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... maybe not. Sounds like there's something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Nope. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny, now my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, they're going to be my coworkers 2 years from now on. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much, you know. Oh, ask gonna start soon. Hey there. Expecting to go unnoticed here, partner. Partner? Hey, it's this guy. Alright, good timing. I'll see you guys back in the break. That is some good Pokeball. The fact that it's near my house too is crazy. Yeah, hope everyone having a good time. We still have a minute left. Alright, well, let's have no drink. Brought to you by Sparkling Ice. Today's flavor, white grape. Oh. Oh. Think between white grape and blueberry? Ah. Very hard. Very hard to tell which ones I like most. And we are back from the ad break. Cool. Alright. So, what do we have here? Looks like a Bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina, I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? There's our claim, our territory. With a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti on the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Kinda, sorta, yeah. He's a detective. Ooh, he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. First thing I see, a wallet. Okay. Oh. Oh, 3D! You have to be sure to examine the evidence carefully on all sides. Also examining from every angle. Oh look, I think there may be a clue here. Yeah! Definitely. Science. Check it out with a press of enter. This is an ID. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I mean, that's just observation. I guess I'll see what science has to do with it. Goodman's eye. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Guess I'm gonna be on my toes from now on. No time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you've got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be mosey along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Scary. Can you just tell us one thing? Who owns our car? Well, the little flitter's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Police. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up to the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a Carvessa you like. Prospector's office? Where? This is a guy I think he is, and when for that matter. Help to self. Look up, Vittles, Saloon, Carvessa. Maybe we should check out the room high office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great, maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me. We two all set? Us? Oh, hot mama. This. She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello. How half was it? Oh, well, thanks. And you, sir? Yes. Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Oh my goodness, that actually looks good. Is that brown rice? That's brown rice with seaweed. I think radish? A little radish, tempura, and either baked roll, a baked roll, or crunchy roll. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limit to anyone without clearance, especially passerbyers. Oh, you officers. Oh no, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on the lunch. I'm quite connected to the case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you're all slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder. The stabbing of that detective. What? The witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please. Please, cough up cream. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Oh, before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, you call for There we go. I got a new thumbnail, and it's gonna be that. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she means it. Case. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. It's like how I know that the deal special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny. Was yesterday special for some reason? You're the first attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who hunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones. Prosecutors. They have no quorums at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a fuss. Yeah, sure, Scrim. What? I need a thumbnail. I need something that attracts all the boys to the yard. So you're saying there's some sort of prosecutor convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to last their lunches with something foul. They have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The heinous one of all. The evil one stormed the award yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I don't feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. See, Lana Sky wielded that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to his world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a sec, you know Lana Sky? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Can we ask you about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. Hey! We need someone like this. We need someone who can just deliver the best lunches. Oh man. I will gladly pay for high quality food. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Sal's Trilobite lunch set. Ooh, that actually looks good. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass wall booth? I send my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike. The bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like a 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Ew. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. The defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme? Oh. Just pickles? Just pickles and rice? Some places they offer pickles and rice. Wow, it's really country. What's the pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? It's like showing a fine honey ham to a detective. I always feel like I'm being marked. Hey, phone, let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What's she blabbing about? Hey, what did you just say? See? You can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Okay. Onward to the high prosecutor. Hey, it's Edgeworth. This is Edgeworth's place. This kind of room just scream I can do the job. I'd change from the office, really. Thanks. Hey, look! There's a trophy or something. Trophy? What, that shield? Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, it must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tired of prying into other people's business, do you? A voice. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! Of course he is. My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No! Did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey! Don't blame me! Blame Orlin. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? The body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She can certainly scream. You can always blame Orlin and me. Hey. I get framed. Yeah, I get framed. I don't get blamed, I get framed. And as you retaliate, that's different. Basically, Liam Neeson or John Wick. You do one thing, and then all of a sudden, oh, now we have to die for it. Not gonna lie, I think I still haven't watched John Wick. I know of it. I still haven't watched it. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? This here is a nostalgic thing at a later point. Remember this outfit right here. It's basically like his, but flashier. After you went through all the trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Oh, wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that doesn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. I think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprisingly still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what? What'd you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? It's Edgeworth. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. How do you remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy? Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? A bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? But Edward, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was a knife I keep in a toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edward? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? They have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Ray. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You want to be a defense attorney, Miss Edgeworth? Yet my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Here! Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Miss Edgeworth? Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Miss Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Miss Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she says any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. Find a joke. The way after he was accused of murder and it created his poor taste. Hey. Because, you know, Phoenix Wright isn't always alright. Wait, so this way we can present... Oh. Profiles... So Emma Sky is 16? Lana Sky is 29. Dang, 5 years older than us. Dang, 2 years older than her. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutor. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors is a great honor. They send the shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Oh, that's new. Wow, the jacket's even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right? I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why he's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Hey! My, what an amazing big cat. It's right from Miss Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Bendy. Bendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edward's fiance? Ah! I don't think so. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgar wasn't good with heights. He must have had someone get them for them. Oh. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Let's study his case reports so closely. So cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Okay. Present. Maybe this. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year. You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? Well, it doesn't matter. I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Can you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for a solved case. We call it evidence transfer. wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edward pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place a little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. But the murder happened right after you got back. But right. I appreciate it if you didn't direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Excuse me. Is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premise? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edward's lid blow. Mr. Edward's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir! But, sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you! Cause I can't do a geeky, loud, non-redneck voice. I wasn't aware of the particulars. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. You can look with that raise next month. Well, sir. I didn't know. I mean, he could sound like a Morty, right? From Rick and Morty, maybe. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day. Gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir. Gah, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. The blue fucking badger. Whew. We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. Oh, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi. That traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only been to the criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why is it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. It's the blue badger. Wow, Mr. Wright, you should know a lot about police. So, he does seem familiar somehow. Get the blue badger. Who's that next to him? No one appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. Sure is one over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? Why were you dancing over there? What? Oh, Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. There's no chance to get the information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Doing chores and parent back home? Oh, Elsa? I'll give you one advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Oh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. Gumshoe. Gumshoe. How often do they confess to the crimes and I still win? Come on. She said she summoned a detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. What if she's not telling the truth? Yes. Well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. Well, what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a sec? Oh, me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister. Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you may want to keep your voice down. You don't want to be overheard using words like fake. Huh? It's just it's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing, really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what'd you do this time? What do you mean this time? How long has it been? And he got kicked out of the criminal affairs. I think I know why, but we'll see. What happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranked guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I spent the day getting the badger dance down pat. they kicked me out, and now I'm dancing. It's not my fault. They well, I'm gonna dance my heart out. Is there anything else you can do? You can be doing? The chief of police himself has directed his investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? I don't think about it. Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. You wanna see my badge? Detective. Yeah, I don't need that. He shows to me every time we meet, pal. Good man showed a police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID could be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? The fries in the bags. Doing the badge. Wow. I guess K-Dash is a hater. of a gumshoe. Yeah, gumshoe. What can you tell me this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can just keep that and turn it to the police. People like you that got me in trouble so much trouble all the time. A Detective Gumshoe must have dropped his card a lot. Huh, let's see. Where's Goodman? Goodman. Sounds familiar. Ah, my mistake. But did you work together with him in criminal affairs? Oh! Now I remember. Who's Goodman? He's the victim. That's what I thought. He tells more with Detective Gumshoe. Think he helps. Found an entrance car. Stop with his entrance knife. Huh. Well, what would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Oh, wait, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. R and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Mr. Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? To find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? It's because of the rumors. Proud of Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. So, this ID belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Hey, I got it. We got it. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edward mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is the Chief Prosecutor Sky caught him out there to the parking lot. Alana's confessing as much. He's a tough spot again. Again. It all started with that murder of the defense attorney, Hammond. But Miss Edgeworth was found innocent. Technically. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Holding evidence, making deals with witnesses. Not right. But there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of the murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against them. Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took the case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. What? I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. And they're just biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for all of us. I was wondering about that, well, the Dancing Blue Badger is my masterpiece. He made this. You made this, Gumshoe? I'm very surprised he actually does. He did make this very systematically. I mean, other than this piece right here that has a bandage or tape, like how is he able to have this rotate every so often and have all this be like timed? Like Gumshoe got some skills, and the chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's bounty power. It can go anywhere. There's no switch, so I just dance until the battery dies. Blue Badger. Made it to dance until he drops. A work of art. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why don't you handle the case, Detective Gumshoe? Met the guy who is, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Nah. Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. So where are we accordingly? If he's from West LA. Are we like in downtown LA? Well, more than I wasn't sure. And look, Bell, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Go on this, and I'll let you examine the crime scene. Baby. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Damn. Looks like the investigation's still going. I had to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, let's not be stuck in this pit till the sunset. I'll see you in my dreams tonight, Dad, baby. Damn! Oh, still here? Hello. Why does a surprise look? Did I mention? I got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy. The loss is earned. Big Marshall. A strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. There's something I want to ask you. See the crime, a cold grave for man lost their dreams. Me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I want to ask you. Oh. Alright, cool. You know what? Here. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the platoon. There's a lot of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe. Ah, the old cow dog? You on a birthday party or something? Huh? Look. Where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Damn it, Gumshoe. You have one job. Letter of invitation. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? Don't worry. This proof is from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Mr. Marshall. Officer Marshall. Well, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Eyes me. Hey, wait a second. Isn't the crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective for hire? Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, place fancies are like settling land. Well, Mr. White, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. I'm putting this card in. Can I talk to you? Can you tell us more about the victim? Good man always die young. Remember that, partner? Can you be a little more specific? Who's Goodman? You're the detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty dog in there now? There goes Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me to tell. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Is my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Gumshoe, a good man, had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on the case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't particularly a gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seemed. I call an unarmed man to a shooter at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? Call me out. They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago. I tell you the truth. Really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now. How can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you. There's a Bambina. Why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. Get an eye out in the meantime. Odd though. The governor was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important at least. He ain't nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Oh, goodness gracious. This is basically K-Dash right here. Just talking crap on Gumshoe. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, huh? Edgeworth. That cow dog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Yes, he doesn't realize it yet. Took the Gumshoe. Kicked out of the investigation. I see your badge. Looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star, shining in the nighttime sky, beaming light, eliminating evildoers who come in the darker night. Note to self: evildoers are weak against starlight. Hey, that's the sheriff's badge. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. Find it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole? You want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas. This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town. With tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self. If you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. Wait, hold on. No, but okay. No better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Gumshoe isn't the smartest. He is not the smartest. I will give you that. But in the dirt game, he outshines himself. Horseshoe. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you chew with them? Or not, maybe? Also, Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of those E's. Let me guess. Did that have a K for King of Detective on it? Hey, they can use that same shield over and over again. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. I will tell you what. I'm through. Prospectors Brad Red Steve came in at the truck real slow like. Okay, so I was wondering. So it has been 2 months. I mean, he said it too, but I felt like everyone's saying it's been like a long ass while. But yeah, no, it has been 2 months. Right. Amadonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. What you mean is, the killer intended to use Edward's car all along. Oh, okay. This looks like a cell phone. Scientifically analyzed, which suggests this belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Well, check it! Check it! Whee! Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry, I see you, partner. You pressed me down that third phone, didn't you? Yeah? Whose phone is this, anyway? There's on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? My sister? How do you not know your sister's phone? It is basically still somewhere. The song? You barely dropped the when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looked like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a second before the death. Who's she calling? No idea. Sorry, partner. I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those new fangled ringtones. Oh, that? I'm sorry. That was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we pick up the other phone. Wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. This appears to be the car where the body was found. I like now they use the black and white for a flashback. Before it used to be like colored. I was like, bruh. Oh, we have an ad break. Oh, might as well be on break. Since it's been a while, so we'll be right back. Once the ad comes back. Yeah. Have yourself a good time. Good go on stretch. Eat some stuff, get some snacks, and yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit after the ads. Alright, looks like that is back. We're back. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, prosecutor get the big bucks. That it? Block A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. As attorneys are regulated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers. Right? I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Oh, am I selling burgers? Why are you going to me for burgers? Oil trial, say filled water, heavy, can't budget. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. I'm not suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. Afraid your sister's fate is inside of Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Hey, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister. You were... Something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that was blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, too. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? It was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. The rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? I hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edward couldn't wrestle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. You saying Edward was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did he target him because he was the closest to Edgeworth? That was my guess. My sister's cell phone. Last time it was used was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night. Why did Lana make that call? Who did she call? Ghostbusters. You. Oh. Because there was about the chest room was 4.5 inch. Who else did we talk to? I've already presented everything. Not. Okay, maybe we missed something. This rope, is it? Yep. You laid an outline of the victim. Wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed drunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Oh. This is a note. Look. It's written on it. Right, let's see. 6, 7S12. His name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Found out of his pocket when he killed. Also, what does it mean? I'm not supposed to know. Other stuff. For detective, using go to Edward's network. I'm sure Edward wouldn't know what this means either. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Rain? Ooh, a Magmar. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I do want to play some Pokemon as well. Is that weird? Is it weird? I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. I've been looking up a lot of like different Pokemon games that a lot of people are making, like ROM hacks and such. It looks so much better than what we would get. You can't after this game. You said you want to take a break. Play Power World? Orlin! What's up? I mean, I am. So there is the idea to come back to Power World once 1.0 comes out, which is in July. Because they're reformatting the game in a sense, because it's going out of early access. So I'm hoping by then it's like, okay, would it be better? Because I think currently there's some jankiness. Not gonna lie, there's some jankiness to Power World. Like, yeah, I'd be made to play Power World card game though by your sponsor. Oh, I know there was a Power World game card game, or could be a soon to be. Free cards are free cards. Kind of. Power is coming out with a card game published by Bushi. What? What? They're joining the TCG? Oh my god. Well, we'll see how that goes. um, I am excited, and also, yeah. Olin, how's it going? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good resting day. I know my day's been pretty restful because I've been sleeping really late. Yeah. So, and again, if you miss out on any of these streams, it is technically on YouTube. You can watch the VODs. You can just click on what day or whatever, and then bada bing, bada boom, just catch up. Yeah. Hey, you get to see all the thumbnails I made. I'm not proud of. I'm proud of the thumbnails, but it could be better. But potato potato. We have an autopsy report and for the victim and a cell phone. You think we'd be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she. Sure, whatever. Whatever, sure. One second, I'm gonna lock the door. People really need to. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. But yeah, no. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you know. So, I mean, those Pokemon cards from Dave the Diver. It's. I mean, they're fake. They're not completely real. Is what I'm also getting for. Like, you know. Well, who knows? Who knows? Anyways, she says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Agents don't knock. That's why I locked the door. So she's gonna either knock or she's gonna know not to come in. This is precisely why later on when I move out, the only person I have to worry about would be Lady Scrim. And even then, I think she knows my privacy. I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's a Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? A popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me more what you talked about? Asian fans don't give a shit? Yeah, no, so I lock the door. I like my privacy. Like, unless someone's dying. Right? Unless someone's dying, or if we have something planned, then okay, cool. Open the door, tell me something, whatever. But if you're gonna tell me something stupid, it's not worth my time. Not worth my time, and you can just text me about it. See. The detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. Oh my god! They progress. Let's see. Wow, it's well, not my time, but how long has it been? Hour 50. We only streamed for an hour 50. Oh goodness. Alright. Well, continuing. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, a whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. The defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. This guy, you remind me a lot of Mia. There's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Damn! Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Faye helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. But I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Ah, I'm gonna be alone. Alone in the trial. By myself. With no one to help. What about me? Alone. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in the courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I would choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. However, Miss Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will not pay her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. Cough up, Queen? Haven't I seen you around? Somewhere. Oh my goodness gracious. You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Caviar with what, butter? Bread? Tomatoes? Cucumbers? Damn. Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. Oh, bonito. A fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And, new sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? This is why everyone knows about caviar. It tastes so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like a pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you want to hear me to say, Miss Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incidents to us. The prosecutor will wait. I'm not finished eating. Wait up. Very well, Miss Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Oh? How? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. He's basically Gumshoe's superior. In a sense. Miss Star was a detective? Because Gumshoe was a homicide detective, right? So... I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up Green Angel Star, Your Honor. Lagging time, no say. Well, you may continue with your description, Miss R. Yes, who is this lady? I don't know her. If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's space, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with his knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and the arrest was made on the spot. And who was his valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Wait, was that right? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. So I proceed to crush what little hope they have. If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me? Me? Little old me? I'm innocent. Somehow, I always knew the day like this would come. I was on the way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. That's when I finally honed detective intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend, how touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed at Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I am still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Tis but a flesh wound. What else could that sounds like something that an innocent person would say? Oh, who knows? Who knows? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Somehow I always knew. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet the methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The alleged lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erase inconvenient evidence at the whim. Kill the detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, you have something personal against prosecutors. I fear that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off. She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. I was on my way. Wow. This boyfriend, he's a detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? Oh! The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. I'll stick with the lunches. Thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. Not everything. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. Well, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Well, I said something. You said something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes. Well, he was like a young cheese. Young cheese? A pale white cheese. Not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack. Yep, with the order of an old cheese to match. In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. My garish car, you mean? It's the Edgeworth car, yes. It's Edgeworth! Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth, wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, are you sure it was a defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. He's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than words. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, Wiki. Huh? Wiki? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me? I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Oh, it's inspiring. I believe I heard that tagline elsewhere. Could you cry? You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph. You took this. Well, when I witnessed a crime, my reflexes took over and snapped. I took a photo. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I showed it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant, unless that's a wig. There's unmistakably Lana Sky. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? She's supposed to was holding the knife in her right hand. Tell me more about this knife the suspect was carrying. Oh! I say the blade was about 4. Is that right, Miss Edgeworth? It is your knife after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the nature of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. Oh, person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor? The defendant was holding a knife right then. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into the good man's heart. To the court, why you didn't try to stop this crime? You did see her raise a knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late. Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Weaken me. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, this thorough testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Well, let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? Because having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. I saw the chief of a furnished car, okay, was holding a knife in her right hand. I could say this picture because she's not really. Because if this is meant to be like clear as day, where's the knife? If this was like on the exact moment, right?
Objection!
I was right. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Guy stab the victim with a knife? As I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirled lunch. Ooh. Wait, that's basically spicy salmon? Mmm. I'm sure there is a fine map. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. You have a map? Yeah, I have the map. But I guess the photograph was right. You took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Harold, is that truth? Your thoughts? Objection. Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever. You're going to say the placement. Yeah, you're not wrong. The map will come in. The map will be a later thing. Spoilers. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
Objection!
And how can you tell that? Blood spatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat. But it's black and white! Fuck. Yes, it's hard to tell. This could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to sit there and take that kind of abuse? You got a better idea? Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in the testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. But it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it! If you want a lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Ooh. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Objection!
Premeditated. Premeditated. How did you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hand in this photograph. Are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing these gloves. Well, I mean, style? She's a prosecutor, style? No? Can that not be an argument? These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder. A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber glove proves it.
Hold it!
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves?
Objection!
The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsy. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, he came to do the murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Ah! Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, but Star. It's bad. She's got the thinking that it was all planned. If she can prove this claim, this trial's already over. I gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Oh. Okay. Actually, yeah, no, it has to be a knife. Because if this was planned out, why didn't she bring her own knife? She instead uses someone else's knife.
Objection!
Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunch. I sell box lunches for a living, you know. As a knife, the knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. So we're establishing that this is Edgeworth's knife. Knife. What was with this case? The bloody metal weapon, a red car, all belonging to that prosecutor there. The defendant is chief prosecutor for the district, right? I mean, you're the prosecutor of bad people. As a request, we ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, Rookie? In your testimony, you stated a lot of Sky planned his murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. It seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. You know what? No, I think this will be the better thumbnail. I want this to be the thumbnail. Whoa. Whoa. Order. Great. Now that the tide is turning in our favor. Great chill, Mr. Wright. Mine says as good as free. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. You know as well as I do, she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would you have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? How dare I? My powers of deduction ought not to be underestimated. Really now? That's what she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure if you had a grudge against a victim, that's a good drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Ah, I saw it. But I'm gonna press anyways. Victim was summoned from the police department. Seemed like a lot of premeditation. But if I order a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the feds may now cross-examine the witness. You said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, Rookie. I believe what she just said was just a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again. Gee. Never interrupt the storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Something half-baked here, alright, is you. Try not to confuse the defense witness that are very quick on their feet. Why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Her actions speak for themselves. That's why she called the victim all the way to the... Okay. You have no proof Miss Guy called her there. You have no proof that she didn't. Is there a thought? There is no record of a call made on the defendant Miss Lana Sky's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried public phone first at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness, why do you think he was the suspect who summoned the victim that day? What kind of grudge? Wow, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Quirky. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See? We agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goatman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? Oh, please. No one else can drive, okay? A human machine? That's a contradiction. Please. Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Note to self, Mr. Azur's size smell like citrus fruit. You say it again and again. How exactly did she stab him exactly? We often say chop into a dozen pieces, but we don't actually mean a dozen pieces. What if it doesn't make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me? Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that. Leave it at that! There's a murder case, people! Mr. Wright, you should speak if you have an objection. This story has turned out to be terrible as she looked when we met her. Challenging her ability as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest is a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? We might add more wax, and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required.
Objection!
Hold on now! You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. But my moss superior. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! Great! Good job, Mr. Edwards. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. Oh my goodness gracious. What about my ejection? No one noticed? I objected. This is basically Orland. I did something. With this? You had the crime scene set, right? Oh. Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could have mistaken ketchup for blood. Now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. And that's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. That's a fact. A red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how the glass. You know what?
Objection!
I don't think I need to press on that. I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Why is he taking over a job? Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edward prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver. It was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Because Lana is still his boss? I mean, yes, but we objected. Very well, witness, continue testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, the part where your sister stabs the victim. This next says might be the moment of truth. This. Oh, I remember now. This is as long as the fourth case. There's 3 different trials. Oh dear God. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my early testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. You're going to tell me about the scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That was a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of... Oh, is that break happening? Oh, not yet. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self. Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oil drum? How to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator this one, a leopard woman. Rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination if you will. Well, this is just gonna be an ad break soon. So, yeah. So we will come back after the ads are done, and then I think after this trial, we'll probably call it. You know, it's around that time, anyways. So yeah. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Have fun, take care, get some food, get some snacks, use the restroom, and we'll be back in about like 3 minutes. Okay, and we are back. I think I wouldn't say an hour. I think we're basically getting there. Just depends on me doing this every so often. So where's this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall. I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. A natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? I quickly caught her, sprint her away, so I was on the spot. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press for more details. I like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing! Pop-up queen, lunch lady, athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, but she couldn't have gotten to us that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high too. How did this guy not get away? Ah yes, when I arrested her. You mentioned the muffler? What exactly did you say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you my testimony. Anyway, all I heard her was say the word muffler. Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Oh, she can't mean. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately. My memory is like a salmon, heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see the star. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. The wall? Right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on them. Apparently, he was out of order to use a cell phone. The emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good disarray? You'll of course add this to your testimony. The things I do to press this rookie press attorney. Word muffler was over her. I saw it all. I should try to use the phone on the wall, but she had to use her cell phone instead. Do you think you can restate your testimony to the court? I was gonna say the same thing. I only say this one time, so listen close, rookie. Chief was gonna stab the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the phone, the emergency phone, that was out of order. So she put her own cell phone out of her pocket. During that time, we climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, Chief Prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing it. What is it, Mr. Wade? Aha!
Objection!
There we go. This is what K-Dash would be like. Hey, now we finally use the map. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Scott.
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. I would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor prosecutor. You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make your coffin all up. Ahem. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed a crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Bum, 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 bum. What does the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies!
Objection!
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you would allow me a question. That was exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using an emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
Objection!
A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Objection!
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. Place from where Miss Boom! This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed. The security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have been. She could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness not being part of the prosecutor's office couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony, you said you bought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room. Yes? Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men? The day the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Star. Order, order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Guilty. You talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright? Does this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? Doesn't make sense. Huh? You could have just said she saw the car from a security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was a defendant who stopped the victim. That truth still stands.
Objection!
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edward. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? That's alright. Let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed a crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it in B block. It must have been a vital difference, but what would change? Difference in lighting. Difference in lighting! If it was the angle of the view, then yes, she wouldn't. No. I mean, technically, yes, because then she didn't see the knife. The distance to the crime, that is technically 30 feet. If this is 30 feet to here, then here to technically here, or even here to here, is relatively 30 feet. So it's not the distance that matters. The angle. Right? The angle in which you saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor. And, oh. Not the angle. She would have more... Ow! It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection!
My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plan is quite clear. Is it lighting? How's the lighting? This is between the... Okay.
Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take for her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Daw, you witnessed the crime from the station, from the security guard station. How long did it take from you? How long did it take you to go from there to the scene of crime when you arrested Miss Sky? Well, Miss Witness, you, yes, you ordered the squid wheel, right? Those are so thin calamaris. The quality of my lunches have gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J with fresh boysenberry jam to my ooh. That actually sounds nice. That actually sounds nice. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass wall station. And before I knew it, before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. That's why I had to go through the visitor's parking lot. Block. But a detour. Oh, it took me at least 5 minutes to get this. 5 minutes? This changes things inconsiderably. It was that woman over there in the defendant chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. Threat. I saw it on my finest plastic spork. I have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Right, gotta do something. Do I have any evidence of this? Murder took place. I 50.
Objection!
5 minutes between witnessing the murder and the arrest. You could have made pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that ties pasta into knots, Rookie. 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instinct of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Sky, daughter at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yeehaw. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Miss Ashworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overstimulated this witness on account of her professional history. You did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. I was too close. I'm afraid that the cough of Crane has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Oh! Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one you tried to force off of me. I prefer to not take the defensive team leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, mister. Ah. It is your jumbo lunchbox. Woohoo! Whoa, a triple decker. Out of the deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. She's going to pull out of a lunchbox this time. Order, order. Yes, friend. Order. Who ordered the caviar? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now? Doesn't matter of the victim. Did not bring this up. 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Anna Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless. Decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on the shoe? Alright, Lunchland, for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Objection!
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Oh, he's playing by the rules now. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. That's a fan, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensic department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can prove evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right? Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty solid. You could have at least studied some evidence law, really. Prosecution's complaints notwithstanding. It appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you and anything to assure that the guilty are properly. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Oh, jeez and crackers. Let me go. How'd you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the result. The result? Nobody has to have to say this. I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. I forgot what the angle was for the police. Sorry, yeah. False evidence. I'm very testimony. Every seen the manipulated monsters. You need to use every trick in the book. This when the suspect is admitting she did it. False testimony is the most typical crime of all, Mr. Star. Let's get this over with. And the victim. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Not even the right shoes. And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's this shoe, and if that would happen. See this fashionable little basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. Hey, in case you remove valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Tell us what you did next. You brought it to the forensic department? If you're going to submit something that's the evidence by forensic expert. Got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to be bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And the other blood type matched that of the lava. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, Ricky? Huh? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types: A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, mister. Actually, we can differentiate all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Oh, sorry, here. Pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but this. Suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. Oh, the victim's shoe. That ties it directly to the death of Detective Good. Right, he was going to say that. This shoe proves it. Right. You ordered the peppered fish guts? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client, use enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or do you not have a problem with the shoe? Problem? It's critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Technically. Technically. If I'm not imagining things, I say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What's contradictory about the victim's shoe? There's a problem with this evidence. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. That makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of the shoe? The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why wasn't any bloody footprint found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor. There could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order, order. No witness. What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there was no footprint. Oh, that's right. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Yeah, I don't know it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. While she slipped, there was one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. He prosecuted tried to resist, but effort was in vain. He knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful. But deadly, a predator, just one. A leopard woman. Rawr. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. Kitty. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Yes, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? You don't mean... Yes. The suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the blood stains that would become evident against her. Wah! That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstain left on the victim's shoe and are quite clearly it was murder. And after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, as a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. Reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt. Did you say she cut herself when she stabbed him? Well, that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Oh. I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very rare. But Angel Star is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Hold it. Little girl. What did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Oh, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called Evidence. Ooh, is that beans? So I'm assuming eggs with pickled radish. Oh, daikon? Oh, yeah, I think it's daikon. Oh no, daikon is fried, right? So this, yeah, radish. And what seems to be beans? Is beans? No, beans is not normally accustomed to Japanese bento box, right? Ground beef? No. What is this? I mean, this could be white, yellow rice, like sticky rice. So maybe this could be sticky rice as well. Curry? Is it curry? Why is there so many lumps? Normally, okay, if it's Japanese, supposedly there would have been maybe a carrot, a few carrots, right? But there's no color difference. It's like all the same color. Wait, do this. Don't tell me you have something else.
Objection!
The time for the deliberation is past. Any further comments, and you'll be held in contempt of the court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this. Photograph. I had just in case anyone had the gall. Right, it belonged to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the aspect in this photo. Hey, it's clearly red. Ground chicken? Really? Huh. I guess that makes more sense. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. Thought it was natto? I don't think natto would be that big to consume, right? I thought natto was like a peculiar taste in a small bowl. No? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. And the yellow part is egg over rice. Okay, I thought that was egg. It looked like eggs. Scrambled eggs on top of rice. And then ground chicken. Some people love natto. I mean, they can love natto, but to a degree, right? Like, it's like people like wasabi, but you're not gonna eat like a that big size wasabi, right? Know what I mean? So like, yeah, natto, I feel because of the acquired taste, like it would be either separate, like K-Dash mentioned, like a separate segregated section, right? Like it will never be on top of something. It will never be combined with something, right? It's like miso soup and it's like having those bento box. Bento box to separate the meats and the vegetables and such, right? Like you can eat them together, but you never see them be placed in the same section. I mean, so I'm more in agree that it could be ground chicken or maybe ground beef, not beans for sure. And yeah. And then the other section is basically eggs. I'm assuming that's scrambled eggs. And it's a bento box. So that means it has to be rice. You're having a hearty meal, so there has to be rice underneath. So, it's your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning, and it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Sorry, Mia. Right. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the end. Get another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Hold on a second. Oh.
Objection!
Your Honor, wait. What does it do with people? Get the head down, my verdict's in peace anymore. I just want to say guilty or not guilty. You can't let me. I can't do my job. Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Wrong. I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Boom is right. Show the court the problem of this court. The problem is this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait, there's a moment, Miss Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf or of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? But what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does it have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Objection!
Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. White has in his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth, the muffler, is related to the case. No! Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ugh. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Well, it says we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Woo! That was close. But we made it. At least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. 30 minutes? It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry. We continue. Okay, yeah, this is a long case. Oh my G's and crackers. It's not the amount of trials and days we have, it's the length, it's the lengthivity. Uh trial formal, another trial latter. But unfortunately, we are gonna call it. And not to stream too long for these games, because the fun of it is the suspense of, ooh, I want to know what's next, or ooh, what mistake is the VTuber gonna do, you know? So, call it there. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Kadash, friend, Orlin, anyone else that's lurking, anyone else watching it on the YouTube side or on Twitch side, you get to see this exact VOD over there. And yeah, so tomorrow, I will be continuing Ace Attorney. Obviously, we will continue this case for tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do it earlier because I won't be here on Thursday, and Friday may be tricky. So, I might as well try to stream much earlier tomorrow. It's only 9 p.m. Fran, I've been sleeping at 7 a.m. Okay, I've been staying up all night. Hard for me to sleep, actually. So, I mean, that's what happens when you become unemployed. I mean, obviously I'm getting benefits, but you know, unemployed until what, August? So, get that sleep apnea machine, man. I'm gonna see if my insurance can cover that, or like, yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can get cover for that. If I can, cool. I don't particularly mind it. Oh yeah, I'm too engrossed to make the thumbnail. Even though the thumbnails take me like 5 minutes, it's more finding the right picture. I mean, I can sleep early. That's not a problem. The problem is how I sleep. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, sleep apnea is no... It actually, I've seen some studies as well. Sleep apnea, your brain actually does get damaged over time. You know what I mean? Like, your brain, in a sense, gets very affected. So at a later point, the longer your sleep apnea is a thing, then yeah, part of your brain, you may notice when you do like a CAT scan, brain scan, whatever, you may notice part of your brain is a little different. It becomes much eerie looking. I don't know. I've been seeing some videos. I'm not sure if it's up to date or true. Orlin can attest, if anything, maybe. But essentially, sleep apnea does hurt your brain in the long term. So, yeah. But anyways, I'll still be up. I'll still be doing stuff. I already have a thumbnail to work on. Won't take me. Makes you more zombie either way. I mean, yeah, like you get tired. I mean, I don't know. I would have that than stress. Stress hurts you a lot more, I feel. Hope you sleep somewhat more regularly. I will. Probably starting tomorrow, because you know, Lady Scrim's birthday is on the 25th on Thursday, so that's why I'm gonna be gone. So I'm gonna be visiting her, and we're gonna do some birthday stuff. all day. Yeah. So until then, yes, we will be. Well, we're not gonna finish. Still calling her Lady Scrim. Yes, I'm gonna call her Lady Scrim. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Actually, is there anyone? I don't know if there's anyone we could go for. Nope. Nobody. So, I think the game I want to go back to finish up after we finish this game is basically gonna be Dave the Diver. I've had so much fun playing the game, and I wish I could finish it. The game is surprisingly long for what it is. So yeah, so I can't wait to come back to it. And again, you guys will see Dave the Diver at Pokemon. I mean, I feel like Pokemon is subjective, if you know what I mean. Ooh, why not catch this Pokemon? Ooh, how come you don't get this Pokemon? Ooh, how come you go for this attack? You know, bibbity bobbity boo, man. So, as long as you don't ignore the story, I mean, Dave has a story, but the thing is, what I like about it is not timed, as in like, let the stream decide. I don't have a Discord, so you guys can't vote. But we'll see. We shall see. I mean, yeah, I didn't mention I wanted to do Pokemon, but I'm like, I don't want. I don't know how. I don't know. It's like I want to. I also don't want to. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see after we finish the game. Let the group chat decide your fate. Well, no group chat has been talking about my games. There's the group chat I'm with Orlin and K-Dash, and we talk about the games we all play. There's the group chat that I'm with Lazy and Mochi and Divine and such, but they've been doing their own thing. You know what I mean? They've been choosing their own games for those three. Especially Sam. Sam's been choosing the games. And it's only been those three. And such. So, yeah, there's no room for me. Coincidentally. Or whether it's not meant for me to play. I don't know. Let them decide your fate. K-Dash and Orlin. I mean, K-Dash doesn't know what games I play. Orlin, more or less, I don't know. Anyways. I'll see you guys later. We'll talk more about this tomorrow. And yeah, we will decide eventually on as we, finish the game. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Yeah, so you play whatever I want. Love you all.